Hey guys, what's going on? It's KlaireeBerry. I am here with you. I'm so happy to be here. I've actually had a fantastic day. I hope you have too. I really, really do. We are going to do the earth reading. Okay, so if you've got your sun, your moon, your rising, your Mercury, your Venus, your north or south nodes, your cusps, your cross-watching, anyone is welcome if you're just drawn to this video. I'm so glad you're here. This is going to be the energy approximately for the Gemini moon. It's Wednesday, October 16th through the 19th. Okay, a little bit of mousy energy coming through. Oh, this is a little bit squirrely. This is what this is. So the emo flipped over. It's a good time to go on a new adventure, which is always great to hear. It's exciting. It's a time to be excited. Usually when people go on new adventures, yeah, they're excited. Teaching and learning. Keep an open mind and learn new ideas. Then teach those ideas to others. Totally resonating with this right now. Totally. Let me just do one thing here. Okay. See if this helps at all. Get some light. We're going to shed some light on the situation, guys. We're going to shed some light on the situation. Okay, and sometimes I think, it's just if it's the energy, like I could probably try to wash off my camera a little bit better, but sometimes I feel it might just be a sign. Okay? Feel that love. Teaching and learning. We care for others, so we take the time, to help them. And it takes a dropping of the ego to be able to receive lessons from other people. Okay? So, yeah, a lot of cards are actually trying to pop out here, and I'm just going to take them. Okay, we're going to do this. So we got prioritize, which is a really great energy, especially for the female collective right now in this time, I feel like. Focus on your highest priorities only. Only was my emphasis. Focus on your highest priorities. It will help you get organized and motivated. I will help you. Archangel Metatron. Okay? Keep an open mind, learn new ideas, and then teach them to others. And we got the Indigo Children, which is actually funny because I've been feeling that energy lately as well. Okay, that it's all about this new crop, coming up and how they're going to learn, from us regardless, whether we're trying to teach them or we're teaching them accidentally. So let's do some overlying energies with our little mini cards here. Harmonious Tarot. That's what it is. Good for them. In case you were wondering, document it right there. Try to save that over there too. Okay? Oh yeah. Okay, and then I know I've taken quite a bit already, but I am going to go through and take one more of these and then one of the moon cards, and then we're going to get started, okay? It's this feeling of wanting to get all of there is, learn everything, prioritize everything, organize everything, teach it to the children. This is what life is about, honestly. Wow. It's like it's coming through so clearly. Holy. Ace of Cups is still coming. It's still coming. You're still pouring out your cup somehow. Okay? You're doing it. I'm doing it. We're all doing it. As a collective, this is what's coming through. This is the way that it is. Okay? So, for my earth energies, you know, for the earth energy, we have a lot of earth energy. We have a lot of it. Earth is so good at manifesting because they're literal, you know, the next stage is, you know, the next, I don't know, the next step. I realized that didn't make sense, but it's all right. Sometimes, you know, you don't have to make sense of everything. You don't have to try to make it fit. Don't try to fit the round peg in the square hole. Okay? That is what I'm getting so far. Okay, so it's time to pull energies because they're slipping on out. Okay, the Magician's wanting to come out, so it did not come out the right way though. So we're going to see if it comes up later. All right. Okay, so our first card, get the Knight of Wands. So that's a great, I feel like that's such a great starter card because he's focused, you know, he's passionate. He may be a bit naive. A bit. I'm just saying a bit, okay? Oh yeah, you're delaying going within for some reason. Just hop over to the playlist. It's just right over there. Or there, I don't know where really don't know where it is. And I'm like turning these back and forth. Oh, it's been a long day. Oh yeah, though, like going within, you can't delay it anymore. It's really important for you to go within right now. That's what the reversal tells me. We have the Hermit in reverse. So it's like, it's either happening in the future or it needs to happen right now. You know, like both, all of the above. Okay. So yeah, this is great energy though. This is a good, lasting, steady energy. Of course, what would you expect from Earth? I find myself saying the earthiest things. Oh, yes. Ooh, I'm loving this. I'm absolutely loving the feel of this. So I've got to make some room. Okay. And we're going to dive in because we've got a lot going on. We have a lot going on, and I love how everything's just, you can tell that everything is happening for a reason. You can just, like, it's obvious, and it's stages, and it's growth, and it's like you're moving through phases at a good speed, kind of, I feel like. Like, there's action happening. You know, we may have a little ego, but it's causing us to go within. Even if you see the ego bubble up, it's like, okay, let's take care of this. And that's what the shadow work is all about. It's all about taming the ego, kind of. You know, the ego gets us in a lot of trouble. But it's a whole new ballgame because we're getting so many new beginnings. So much success is headed our way because we're doing work. Like I can see that there's been action. There's been, you know, light shined. I feel like you guys are doing the work a little bit. I love it. I'm actually seeing that. And you're leaving things behind. You are. It's like you start out wherever you start out. Sometimes where we start out is maybe emotional, you know, or mental, but it's, you make a clear decision. Okay? Like, if you're going to be a teacher, you have to get better yourself. You have to learn how to prioritize and organize, you know? I'm getting a really big teaching vibe here because you got the children and the teaching one. So, yeah. But it's a teaching at a deeper level, you know? It's prioritizing what's important to teach. Like, what are you really meant to teach? Are you really meant to teach some bullshit that's not, you know, that's tainted by this or that bureaucratic red tape bullshit, like whatever, you know what I mean? Or what? You know, what are you actually teaching? What are you actually teaching the children? Okay? So yeah, we're all figuring it out together. We're all here together. We're all starting this new beginning together. And that's why we're all being drawn here. You know, this channel didn't even exist a few months ago. Like it did. This channel existed, but it was completely different. Like you just have to know yourself enough and trust yourself enough to follow your passion, because I feel like your passion is what you're learning about right now, and that's what you're wanting to like be able to teach in the future. I'm really feeling this come through really clearly, and it's like I'm feeling like you have times where you think you can do it, and maybe sometimes where you don't know if you could even do that, but I think you can. This is the message that I'm here to tell you tonight. You can, and you should only really follow that inner passion, because if you want to make any kind of impression on this life, on this world, that's where you need to do it, is through your actual own self passion. We are so blinded, we are so brainwashed, we are so socially conditioned, culturally conditioned, etc., 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 however you want to call it, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to put the label on it, that's okay. I don't care. But it's the same thing, it's learning how to be, in that culture, and you can only do certain things, and this and this and that. And we've got to pull out of this ethnocentric mindset and make sure that we're showing up, make sure that we're prioritizing the right things at the right time, That's all you can really do. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so we are actually clarifying the Magician here. Okay, and this is coming into the now. Like, what is going on right now? It's like, I feel like you might be thinking that you're doing something right now, but you're kind of like delaying something. Maybe if that rings a bell for anybody. Don't just delay stuff and put it on the back burner. Like, you actually want to deal with it on a real level, and that's like actually facing the music, facing up to the, I don't know, I feel like sometimes it's that I'm too busy for anybody energy, too busy to do something or other, always got something going on, or like we need to make time for people that we love, whether here and all of that sort of thing, energy coming through here, honestly, and don't be selfish, basically, don't be selfish, be as least selfish as you can, and you have a passion, but make sure your passion is burning in the right place, for real, like make sure it's actually focused on what is good. Because a lot of it's just, oh, you got distracted. Oh, you got, suckered or whatever. Like, that's where a lot of people go wrong. And we're not going to get distracted by any of that. We are ready to face the music, so to speak, and go within and do the shadow work. Go to my program. It's a playlist here on YouTube right now. If not, you can figure out how to get it at KlaireeBerry.com, okay? Always updated pricing and whatnot for all my services and products at KlaireeBerry.com, okay? So, thank you so much for being here. I'm just so excited that you guys are here, that we're all working on this whole thing together. Yeah, see, there's definitely going to be a lot of movement. You're gaining a lot of momentum right now as we speak, just because you're here, just because you're deciding that you don't want certain things anymore. You really are changing your life. Like, this is like you may have had some aha moments recently, is basically, or if not, you're going to, but I really feel like this is probably maybe even a little bit in the past. And I feel like you're wondering kind of like what it really means for you and your relationship. Okay. And I feel like you are getting more knowledgeable. You are going deeper, you still need to like follow through and do the work here, okay? Because we've definitely got things that we need to let go of, that we need to overcome, but it's definitely within your grasp. If you kind of just decide, put your mind to it, again, start to just make it a part of your daily practice to do some of the program and do some learning about the shadow work, and just let yourself have some time to do some work on yourself. Again, I wasn't even looking at it, but this is what it is. prioritizing you, prioritizing yourself, prioritizing learning for your own self. How else can you ever teach anybody anything if you've got to, you got to do it. It's basically, you got to do the shadow work. You got to go to the playlist and do the work for the children. Okay? People are relying on you. People out there, I always talk about this, oh, everything we do is going to help people. But it's like, who are those people? Those people are your children, your family. They see what you do. They hear what you do. They are observing beyond, and if it's not your kids, it's still your nieces and your nephews, and anybody you see on the street literally looks and, learns how life is by what they see. It's just the way that it is. But that's the way that we manifest our own lives as well. And we're coming into a better realization. We're going inward. So we're getting the gifts of learning about how to manifest. How to manifest, I'm feeling like almost should actually go at the end of the program, because the first step I always say is shadow work. I tend to tell people, do the shadow work, then you do the inner child healing, then you get what you want. It's like the law of attraction. I don't know. I mean, I'll probably leave it the way it is, but I'm just saying. You got to be vulnerable. You got to be vulnerable with yourself. You got to be open and honest. You can want what you want all day, but why are you still having these thoughts? Why are you still having these worries? Because you haven't done the shadow work. You haven't completely shown up for your own self, taking care of your own self. Okay? I feel like that's why people always talk about the twin flame, because it's me and you and you. Like, I'm here for myself. You got two sides to your own self. And that can actually get us in a lot of trouble sometimes. The dualities of life and going through in this mood and that mood. Well, you said this, but now I don't feel like that because I'm in my other mood. You know what I mean? A lot of people are like that. I think Geminis, Virgos, who else? Obviously, Libra can kind of be like that as well. And anybody with any of that anywhere in their chart. Doesn't have to be sun signed, So, anyway, the shadow work is where it's at. We're going to clear out a lot of this worried, anxious energy that keeps on popping up just out of old. Honestly, it's just old stuff. So learn how to do the shadow work. Then you'll go deeper into the inner child healing work, and it's going to be fine. It's not going to last forever. You're going to get somewhere warm and cozy and safe after just a little bit of work. It's like literally transmutation. It's magic. It's awesome. Like, you have to do it. You have to learn about it, and then you have to just do it. Just wrap your mind around it. I've already done the work. Like, I've figured it's out here for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and just figured this shit out. Like, literally, it's what I've been doing with my whole life. And it's to help people, and it's to help the children, honestly. And, the animals and just like everything, the environment, all of us, all the little peoples, like everybody. Just so much love, and I want to share it. I want to shine my light, okay? So as we keep on going, we do again have the Hierophant. I wanted to say High Priestess, so yeah, a lot of feminine energy, but kind of the same thing, okay? It's just that you want to keep that connection, kind of that almost like grassroots connection with people, and don't get egotistical about anything. Don't let that ego sneak in, especially to the spiritual side. Just a little teeny tiny mini warning here, okay? So, yeah, a lot of this does have to do with finding, your bliss, finding your passions here, which I feel like does have to do with this teaching, learning somehow. Maybe, if not children, I've been saying children, well, indigo children can be adults now, so it's like stay open, but also be protective, be protective of your goal and of your time. Like, what are you, I can't get off of the prioritization. It just keeps on coming up, and this is very practical, for earth signs too, but it's like, in order to be the best that you can be right now, you definitely like are getting your shit straight, you know, whether it's your home, your finances, you're pulling it together, making it happen, getting better with a budget, maybe put it on a spreadsheet, I don't know, you know, like at any given time you have to know what to prioritize. You know, you can't just be completely obsessed, you know, which you're very, you know, earth signs are generally more stable anyway, but I think because of this passion that we have, you know, it's really lighting a fire, and it might throw you off a little bit to where you're like overcompensating, possibly by like trying to, I don't know, control the situation is what I'm getting a little bit here. So, you know, be your best self, like do your thing and keep those, like you do a really good job, I think, of like keeping everything like going. I'm picturing the DJ, like he's got this one and this one and this one, and he's all like this is the end. He's all like talking to people, schmoozing it up, you know, as like that's the energy that I'm feeling with this. But also taking it to this further level of like, what are you really doing with all of these talents and maybe hobbies and habits? Like they can, like, I feel like you're just really lucky right now, you know, too. And like you could almost make, it's like you could not make a mountain out of a molehill, but like you could almost make, you know, anything out of anything in a good way. You know what I mean? Like take a nickel and then you give him a dime like back. Like that sort of energy. Like you can just really make things happen right now if you are really, really focused. You know, if you really, really are intuitive and know what you want and thinking about like all the aspects, you know, just being on that really receptive, like think it through side. I feel like that, stick to that energy, you know what I mean? Just like really ponder, you know, I'm getting this big pondering energy like right now. I don't know, it's crazy. Just like think about every possible outcome, you know, right now into moving into the weekend, basically. You really want to kind of, I don't know, maybe, I don't know if it's explore all your options. Okay. And it's definitely not even keep like an open mind. It's like stay structured, you know, keep it running, keep everything going really smoothly. Yeah. And then coming into the weekend, it'll be more like time for you to like think about, start the new beginning. It's kind of like take care of business, you know. It's like, you know, it's like do as much as you can, you know, with what you can. And the more you're aligning, the more you can align in any given minute. That's why you want to do the work. You want to take just a little bit of time, prioritize doing the shadow work, doing the healing work, the inner child healing work, the switch work program that I have. It's really important. And when you do prioritize that, you show up better for yourself and for others. And you're able to have these new beginnings that are all over the place right now. And you're not going to be giving away your power here. Okay? Because that's how that came up. And that just means we're emptying ourselves. We're working too hard for somebody else. We're not prioritizing ourselves. Because you are the number one priority. You can't take care of the children. You can't be a good example. You can't be a good leader if you're not giving yourself a true self-love. Not just some superficial pamper bullshit on the physical side. The outer physical side, no less. Like you've got to really honor yourself, and you've got to show up for yourself over time if you want to get better over time. You have to put your mind to it. You can't just be like, oh yeah, I'm just going to get better over time and then expect it to happen if you're not going to put in any type of work. You know, and this is the easiest work you can do. I'm not even telling you to like go get on a treadmill or anything. Like this is just listen to some videos, learn how to do the shadow work, and then do it. And yeah, you may shed a few tears, but it's going to be empowering, and they're going to be cleansing tears, and it's going to be wonderful, and I'm going to be here for you. You can always get private readings. You can join my direct coaching club, direct access, questions answered all the time, lifetime. So yeah, it's awesome. Unlimited coaching. Okay, love it. So yeah, follow that passion, shine that light, do what you need to do for yourself. okay? But it's a lot of action. It's a lot of solidifying habits, okay? You know who the fuck you are. You know what you're doing. You got people like you're delegating, which is exactly the energy you need to be in, okay? Your flow is working with you. I'm just going to say that, but just keep on like actually showing up, you know, for yourself. Keep on being that, you know, that boss over your own life. Like it'll just flourish. The more you show up for yourself, the more you're going to flourish. And you do have great intentions, and the adventure piece of this is so great. Don't forget about a little adventure, a little bit of love, you know, prioritizing yourself, again, is where we're at here, you know, and that is what's going to bring you into all of this energy and this new beginning. That's what's going to bring you into this knowing you've got all your ducks in a row, taking care of everything, showing up, making shit happen, provider energy, just like the leader of the bunch, you know, the leader in whatever way that resonates as well. Okay. You can help others. Any sensitivities, like just shine your true light too. It's like being authentic, because you're going to help far more people by being authentic than if you try to fake anything or copy anyone or anything like that. So I think you got this. I think you know about this wonderful new beginning that is really just coming. It's like slowly creeping up like a long ass dawn or sunset. So I hope you guys are doing really, really well. Be sure to follow me all over social media, just KlaireeBerry, pretty much all over social media. So take care. Much love, many blessings. I will see you guys very, very soon for the next reading. Bye.